Hey everybody, it has been a minute. I took a little bit of a break from coding. So anyways, let me show you what I just did. I added a new function to the fragment shader. It's called display hit points, and it receives new post. Okay, that's cool. It's called display hit points, and it receives a uniform sampler and a type, so that the enemy can have one type and the player can have another type, and I'll show you why in a second. Let's go through the function here real quick. So what it does is it takes the hit points that are sent in, which is G, which is kind of piggybacked on the color, so it's G and B. One of them is the current health, which is G, and the maximum health is B, so that gives you this fraction. And then the GL point chord, as long as it's less than 0.1, so in the point, that's the top tenth of the point. And then if show hit points is less than 1, so if it's totally 1, it skips this point, and it just goes right to the part down here where it rotates the texture, changes the color, all that I'll show you in a second. But if it's less than 1 and the minion starts to take damage, similar to League of Legends, then it will start to show the hit points bar. And I'll show you that in a second. And then here, if GL point chord X is less than show hit points, it shows the color. Otherwise it shows the background color, so there's a slight darker color. And then down here, here's where the type comes in. So if it's type 1, it's an enemy minion, and it just does the rotation and gets the fragment, or gets the texture and puts that into the fragment color. If it is a player minion, the color is changed, like if they're within a certain distance of this red color, then it changes it to blue. Alright, without further ado, we'll get to the eye candy. So basically nothing has changed. I just optimized my code because we're going to put in the hit points. We're going to do this for the bases, for the towers here. And then we're going to be able to set the color of those things too with the same code. Just like I did for the minions, we're going to be able to do that for the towers and the bases. And there's the pew pew pew. And you can see their hit point bars didn't show up till they started to take damage. And then of course we haven't gotten to the destruction, but that's next on the line here. So, alright, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.